We found snow. So that's done.
Hey everyone, it's Kate from Wild Tales of. If you're new on my blog and here on YouTube, I share about family travel and outdoor adventure. Hope everybody is doing really well. I know we are pretty excited in our house about Christmas. It is just 3 days away. And a funny little thing happened. If you've been following along on our adventures, you know that back in our last video, we traveled to Clay Island, Washington in search of some snow. We thought it would be a fun day trip. We didn't see a white Christmas happening in our future, and it's pretty funny because it actually snowed here in Seattle last night. We had epic rains all day. It rained, and in an alarming rate actually. Unfortunately, lots of our neighbors are dealing with flooded basements and different parts of their houses, which is not fun at all. Thankfully, everyone is okay. But sometime in the evening, like around 6, it's starting to get really chilly, and then I think it was about 7 o'clock we looked outside and there was actually big snowflakes falling down, and there was some accumulated. Some areas of Seattle, of course, like typically happens, received more snow than others. There's still a little bit on the ground, which we'll show you on this adventure. So speaking of that, because the winter solstice was yesterday also, we thought it would be fun to print out our winter scavenger hunt that we've had on our blog for several years, head outside and search for some winter things. If you aren't familiar with our scavenger hunts, we have a scavenger hunt for every season. So we have, obviously, so that means we have a winter, spring, summer, and fall scavenger hunt. We have done a video on our summer scavenger hunt, so I will link that up here if you want to go take a look, and maybe if you're feeling cold, that can give you some warm vibes. Here is a look at our winter scavenger hunt. So it's 12 different items, and there's a photograph for each, so it's very visual. And then you can print it either way. You can print it with the key on the back, or you can just print another page. With our printer at home, it's just easier to print another page, and then it gives you a list of each of the items to look for. So what we always do is the kids look for each item, and then when they find it, they color in that number. What's the first item on the list, Georgia?
A puddle.
All right. So as we're doing our search, we'd love to hear about any winter solstice activities that you might partake in. Oh, found a puddle. Oh, that would make sense. Wow. It looks like it's coming in from the golf course. Here's some of our snow. A bloom. So one of the things is a bloom of seasons past. Okay. So we look for blooms on trees and bushes and plants.
Let's see.
So here's some hydrangeas that must have bloomed over the summer. There's ice, I would say.
Ice
all along this barrier.
Winter berries, number 12.
Hard to get these on camera, but there are some winter berries. There's a bunch of birds in this tree right here. If you can look for movement hopping around. What are these?
Conifer needles.
Conifer needles. There we go. We are on the hunt for some animal tracks. So animal tracks are fun to look for in the winter because if you live in a place where it snows, it's fun to look for animal tracks in the snow. And for us, it gets pretty muddy in the winter actually in Seattle, obviously because of all the rain. And so animal tracks are also fun to look for in the mud.
There's a bud. Jordan, there's a bud. It's your turn.
There we go. There's number 4. It's even the same kind, a rhododendron. Lots to look forward to in the spring. Okay, we're working our way through. We've got 3 more. We've got waterfowl to find, animal tracks, still on the hunt for animal tracks, and a nest. Nest is another fun thing to look for in the winter because so many trees are bare. Their leaves have fallen and so the nests are more visible. Bergen found an animal trap.
It might be dogs.
I think it's probably a dog.
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
Yeah. Good noticing. Oh, there's your waterfowl. Hi. What else we found? Duck prints, that's fun.
You know what?
Those are neat. We don't always find those when we're looking for animal tracks. Thanks, Duck. One more. We still have not found a bird's nest. Now, I know of one right on our block, so if worse comes to worse, we can show you guys that one. But Bergen really wants to do the challenge, the whole challenge in the Arboretum, so we'll see. We'll see. We're getting down to the end here. You can see all the remnants from our epic rainstorm yesterday with all of these different trails of water. Some huge indentations that are not usually here. Is this the nest?
Yeah.
We think we found one.
And we have complete the winter scavenger hunt.
Well, thanks so much for joining us on our winter scavenger hunt. Again, we hope you're doing really well. If you and your kids are on winter break, hopefully you're having a good time and a good rest. And we will see you in our next video. And until then, we hope you're staying happy and healthy, and we hope you are getting out and having some brave, wild adventures.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Here's some snow.